When I said to a friend that I was filming a video today on LSD, he said, "Oh, that sounds like an interesting afternoon." I didn't tell him it was about beaches and geography. This is one of Britain's most beautiful beaches, and it's actually not where it used to be. In fact, this entire stretch of sand is quietly, constantly on the move. It's being nudged southwards by a force you can't see, but you can measure it, and that's longshore drift. It's an invisible conveyor belt, powered by winds, waves and gravity, and it's reshaping the coast of Britain, one wave at a time. Longshore drift starts with a simple idea. Waves don't usually hit beaches straight on. Here on Bamborough Beach, the prevailing wind often blows from the northeast. That means the waves come in at an angle, maybe 30 or 40 degrees to the shoreline. As the waves break, it rushes up the beach at that same angle, carrying with it sand, pebbles and other sediment. But when the water drains back down the beach, gravity pulls it straight, directly down the slope. This creates a zigzag movement. Sediment moves up at an angle and back down vertically. And over hundreds, thousands, millions of waves, this repeats constantly. This zigzag is the mechanism behind longshore drift. It's like pushing a heavy object on rollers. You push diagonally, but it gradually shifts sideways. In this case, it's sediment being rolled along the coastline. Here at Bamborough, the general movement of longshore drift is from north to south. That means sand from further up the coast, maybe even as far as Holy Island, is ending up right here and eventually being carried further down the Northumberland coast that way. So the beach you're standing on today is made up of particles that may have even travelled for miles. A grain of sand here might once have been part of a cliff face 20 kilometres away, and in 10 years it could be somewhere else entirely, because this beach is never still, it's migrating. This coastal movement isn't just an interesting geological fact, it's a huge issue for people living and also working near the sea. To try and stop longshore drift, coastal engineers build structures like wooden groins. These wooden or stone barriers interrupt the flow of sediment, trapping sand on one side whilst the other side erodes. It's a bit like putting your hand in a stream. It slows the water on one side but speeds up on the other. And while groins might save one beach, they often steal from another. During storm events, longshore drift becomes even more powerful. Waves carry much larger amounts of material, entire chunks of dune or shingle beach, and then dump them further down the coast. And the effects aren't always predictable. Sometimes beaches grow after storms. Other times, they just vanish overnight. Over centuries, longshore drift can change the shape of entire headlands and estuaries. It's helped form features like spits, barrier beaches and tombolos. Even harbours and river mouths can be blocked by sediment if longshore drift isn't managed properly. There's something amazing about knowing that the sand beneath your feet has been on a journey that's just passing through. It reminds us that the coastline isn't a fixed boundary. It's a living, breathing system, a place of motion. So the next time you visit a beach, especially somewhere as dramatic as Bamborough, remember that what you're standing on isn't just ancient, it's also temporary, because the sea never stops and neither does longshore drift.